As a result, the city has been, and it must continue to be, responsive to the needs of business and industry. Some may question the wisdom of the city granting tax abatements to industry. However, the ability to do so allows the Hayworth Corporation, which operates a steel and wood plant in Big Rapids, to move $27 million worth of equipment and with it 90 new jobs into our city. Combine that with a skilled workforce and you can understand why the Hayworth plants in Big Rapids rank number 1 and number 2 throughout the company's North American operations. Taking the time to meet and speak with business and manufacturing representatives allow us to work with them in addressing their needs and concerns, like making sure we have a reliable source of electricity to keep their operations up and running and our citizens employed. Responding reasonably and rationally to business and industry also pays dividends because it allows others to see what this city and community have to offer. Evidence of it can be found in Panera's Bread located between McDonald's and Walgreens on South State Street. Renovation of a former car dealership at State and Maple to accommodate a new hometown pharmacy. Castle Rapids, a multi-story apartment building to be constructed downtown housing seniors and offering business opportunities. An Isabella Branch Bank office being constructed on the east side of the river across the street from Curry's, as well as renovation and expansion at a medical center, and as a result of its merger with Spectrum Health, effective today, we are home to Spectrum Health Big Rapids. In addition to development taking place within the city, we can also take pride in our good neighbors in Big Rapids Township, where Aldi's is being constructed and off-campus apartments are being renovated. We are approaching $70 million of development in Mecosta County, a great deal of which can be found within the city. It has been and will continue to be a goal of the city to help business and manufacturing remain competitive. With respect to recreation, for a city our size, I like to think we're second to none in terms of the recreational opportunities we have to offer. Numerous parks, a community pool, river walk, and the Muskegon River itself help make the city what it is. Programs, accessibility, and use are all part of the recreational offerings that can be found here. However, once we make the decision to have those assets in our community, we must also make the commitment to take care of them. At the last commission meeting, we approved funding to repair and improve the tennis courts at Hemlock Park. Improvements will be made to Riverwalk, in part as a result of the city's acquisition of Hanchett Manufacturing and the Baldwin Street Bridge improvements that will begin taking place. On this evening's agenda is a resolution to award a bid for the library renovation project. With all of our recreational opportunities that come at a price, we also have to recognize they're part of what attracts people, business, and development. The alternative to taking care of what we have is to ask this question: what would the city and the community be like without our parks? Without Riverwalk? Without a community pool? Without a community library? Considering the alternatives makes clear our responsibility to take care of what we have. Moving on to education. In September of 2009, I had the privilege of representing the city as Ferris State University marked its 125th anniversary. As I thought about what to say then, I asked myself this question: if he was faced with the same choices today, would Woodbridge Ferris again choose Big Rapids as home for his family and his school? Then as now, I believe the answer would be found by inviting Mr. Ferris to look around Big Rapids today. In his autobiography, he expressed his belief in education of all the people all the time. With a combination of public and parochial schools, a charter academy, Blue Ribbon High School, and what has been the fastest growing public university in the state of Michigan, I believe Mr. Ferris would say yes to Big Rapids once again. Even as we speak, we see evidence of how Big Rapids has embraced the role of education. Voters recently passed legislation for a sinking fund, allowing the public schools to make much needed and necessary improvements. Crossroads Charter Academy is expanding its footprint, and all you need to do is drive down Ives Avenue and you'll quickly see how the complexion of both the campus and the community is changing as a result of renovating the Rankin Student Center. Earlier this year, President David Eisler and I were asked to share with others throughout the state the town-gown relationship we have enjoyed. As President Eisler said, Big Rapids and Ferris State University are truly joined at the hip, as we both realize their mutual success depends on cooperation. Together we both grow and prosper. That is something the city and the university have both recognized and appreciated for over 128 years. I'm also asked to take a look ahead and see what the future may hold. And with that in mind, I can look ahead to see what that might be. It's been said that it's harder to stay in first place than it is to get there. What can we do to stay ahead and move forward? Earlier this year, the City Commission approved and adopted a bicycle and pedestrian plan created by students at Ferris State University. Initial steps are being taken to implement the plan, which hopefully will allow us to do more than imagine what it would be like, to develop the necessary pedestrian and bicycle infrastructure that can be integrated and implemented into both current and future conditions, allowing community members and visitors to more fully experience Big Rapids. Others have envisioned a recreational complex by Robin Hood Airport. Imagine what it would be like to have one venue for soccer, baseball, softball, and football. Although not the most exciting subject, the work has been done with the user charge methodology will set the groundwork for 2017, when the current contracts that Big Rapids and Green Township have for capacity at the wastewater treatment plant expire. With the leadership Green Township Supervisor Bob Baldwin has demonstrated, along with the participation of Big Rapids Township Supervisor Bill Stanek, mutual cooperation and communication should allow us to begin the task now in hopes of having agreements in place and new contracts ready to execute well in advance of 2017. Finally, and for the next 2 decades, baby boomers, the 76 million Americans born between 1946 and 1964, will turn 65 at the rate of 8,000 a day. In 2030, 1 in every 3 Americans will be 50 or older. I'm convinced that urban communities which can prepare for and embrace all ages will be the communities that survive and thrive. And I believe the City of Big Rapids can be one of those communities. We are already home to a public university that offers education, entertainment, arts and culture, and recreation. Imagine having pocket neighborhoods in the city where baby boomers looking for retirement housing options and wanting smaller community-oriented homes enjoy front porches and connecting walkways that bring neighbors together. Parks designed specifically for aging residents have popped up in Europe and Asia. They feature low-impact exercise equipment designed to promote balance and flexibility, such as elliptical machines, static bikes, and body flexors. Why not here in Big Rapids? Most people, even the so-called millennials between the ages of 18 and 30, want to live near families and near where they grew up, meaning that if we can create interesting places, they're likelier to stay here. Part of that future has already been realized in the renovations done at the Nesbitt Fairman buildings. Development of the Castle Rapids apartments across from City Hall would be another step forward. When we include the current economic development in the discussion, the future for the City of Big Rapids is, as I see it, bright, and the opportunities are unlimited. It's been and continues to be my privilege to serve as mayor for the City of Big Rapids, and it's an honor to serve with the other commissioners, city staff, and the hardworking men and women of the city who serve the public in our community so well. Thank you.